hope everybody's well. So welcome to West Rock Koi. So what's happening here at the moment, so it's feeding time at the zoo. So nothing's changed here, show you these. So again, I'm doing an experiment on these. There's no UV on them. No UV on them. Taking the UV off completely. And letting the water go green like I did in the other one over the back. For the simple reason is, I think the fish thrive better in green water. I really do. But that's me, that's my personal opinion. And what I know you can stick on the back of a postage stamp. But obviously we all want to see our koi. So today, like I said, it's filter cleans. Same stuff, usual day. These are looking really good in here to be fair. These are looking stunning. So I've got a couple of deliveries as well coming today. So obviously I'm doing everything in preparation for them as well. Plus I'm doing filter changes, filter cleans, stuff like that. So I'll come back to you, see what's going on in the garage. Show you what's in there so far. That's looking pretty good so far. We've got approximately 120-ish fish coming in, so it's dark in here. Starting to lighten up now. So I'll quickly show you what's going on. So these are the fish that came in a couple of weeks ago. The water's had alprexy, but you can see there's some stunning fish in here. So there's a sarga, shisira, hoitsura, kiyitsura, garoma, goshko and a few others. This also in here, I also use breeder's secret in here as well, which is nice and I swear by. So okay, I've got one that's been nosy again now, I'll share that when it comes back up in a minute. Yeah, so we've got a delivery coming in from Wholesale Koi. That comes in tomorrow. Some stunning fish in there. I've done some videos that have gone on to my Facebook page. I've got to stop saying so I do apologise. There you go, just it comes there by accident. It's just part of me, if that makes sense. So I'm going to try and change the word I'm going to try and change that somehow. I'm going to come up with something else. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Just like everything else. It might have to just be the sound of silence, for want of a better word. Like that. So, like I said in here, pretty much I've got, these are in quarantine now anyway in here. And these have been kept separate. Because obviously these now are in 5-week quarantine. And then we made some modifications, as you know, to pond 3. Those now are in preparation for the fish that come in from Wholesale Koi. These are looking pretty good as well. So they're looking pretty good. Loving life. These have been fed 3 times. That's that Tamasaba from Koi Nature. Cracking fish. Cracking fish. Comes certificated. And there's the other one. Again, the Dainichi Tamasaba comes, so that's that one. Like I said, it's all filter cleans today. And it takes ages, believe it or not, because obviously there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, currently 8 ponds that are currently being run. All those have got filters on them, so all of them have to be required to be obviously cleaned. My cleaning regime is every 3 days, or every 3 to 4 days should I say. So it's normally on a Saturday stroke Sunday, Wednesday stroke Thursday. That's the way that we normally do everything over here. So show you in. So that's now running, that's running. this one now is good to go. So just bear with me a second. Yeah, it's okay. Every time I come into here, everything steams up. So as you can see, this one's all prepped up now. Heaters over there. Got a good flow now that goes around the back. I was going to originally put a pipe on, and I was going to send it around the back, but to be fair, there's more than enough flow that's coming out of there. So it comes round the back, it creates a flow, as you can see over there. Obviously you've got your air stone there. I was going to put an air bar in there. I ain't got one long enough, so I've got to sort out another one. But saying that, after listening to Ricky about the diffused water, I think I'm going to probably leave that as it is now. But yeah, I've got good flow in here, as you can see. Good flow, which is what it's all about. So what else have we got? What else have we got? So we've got these bad boys. These are looking really good now. They've just had their feed. There's about, I don't know, 50 in here, something like that so far. Still some more got to come yet. And obviously in here, now like with any quarantine, take the rough with the smooth. As you know, I had 12 on my saccos, and with any quarantine. And the way that I do my quarantine is probably a bit extreme. But I want to make sure, not extreme's not the right word. Extreme's not the right word. I'm tentative when it comes to quarantine, so I have to make sure that everything that comes through me has been fully quarantined. The last thing that I want, and let's cut to the chase. Let's be honest with each other. The last thing that I want is to have a customer pick up a fish that's going to go into its forever home, and then a couple of days down the line there's a problem. We've all seen it, we've all been disappointed by it. It's the nature of the beast. With me doing the quarantine that I'm doing, and now especially with the really high-end fish I've got coming in, and they are high-end fish, I want to make sure that all my quarantine is absolutely 100%. To cut a long story short, the fish were treated with Alprex, and they were treated to the correct dosage. They were scraped, and we found trichodina, which we found on there. We also found Costia, which was quite heavy, to be fair. So we did do 2 doses of Alprex. What we noticed the following day, a couple of days after should I say, was Shiro's started to get quite stressed. So obviously what we did then is, well, you know, we'd already got the salt in at 0.4, so we took the salt up to 0.6. Fish seemed to do quite better. I'm still doing it, I'm sorry. They were, so this is the problem, without using the word I'm stuck. I'm trying to think of it without, because none of this, trying to do the best I can without editing any of it. And when you have a conversation, or when you try to talk to yourself on a video, the bit that you've got to think about after, there's something that goes in the middle. So some people will say this bit, some people will say that bit. I will say I apologise. As a result of the quarantine that took place at the top, and obviously there's trials and tribulations with everything, we lost 2 of the Amasako Shadowy series. We lost the Colgate, which I was very disappointed with, and had to tell the customer that obviously, because he'd already reserved it in advance, and I did say, like any quarantine, there's nothing guaranteed. So we did reserve it, and obviously as a result, I've had to contact the customer and say that we haven't got it now. So at 12 we're down to 9, which is the nature of the beast for me, to be fair. We do normally have a pretty good success rate, if I'm honest. We probably lose 5%, maybe less than that, through the quarantine process that we do. But again, it's to meet the expectations of the customer. So when you get fish from us, you know that we've put them through the full quarantine. So I'm just trying to see if I can get a picture in a second. You see them over the back. In fact, they're coming in now. See if we can get them down there somewhere. You'll have to excuse the legs. You can see them down there. So these have got another 3 weeks. These will be scraped on tomorrow actually, Friday. So it's scrape day Friday tomorrow. So these will be scraped tomorrow and checked. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll get back to you next time round. Catch you later. So how are you? So today's Friday. I'm terrible when it comes to dates. I'm a 16th of August today. Anyway, it's Friday, and today's the day where obviously I get a delivery from Koi Wholesale. So obviously they'll be going up in Pond 3, up the top. So some stunning pieces in there, from both, from Dynamic Bloodlines. I'll take you through all the companies after this. Okay, I'm watching the. So while I'm up here, I can look down the bottom and I can see when I get the delivery. Because the delivery today is between 7 o'clock and 1 o'clock. And like I said, everything's in preparation for that. So what else have we been up to? So obviously filter cleans, the usual stuff. Got some plans coming up for the winter. As I've said to a lot of people, from an ambient temperature point of view, I'll make that very, very clear. There'll be no sales here from first week in November to the 3rd week in March. There'll be no ambient temperature fish for sale whatsoever. They will be heated, and they will be available if they're underheated. So it's going to be like heated ponds. That's the way that I'm going to go. We've already discussed the reasons behind it. Some people agree, some people don't. For me, it's some people will turn around and say best time to sell and move fish is in the winter. I don't agree personally. That's me personally. I don't agree. And at the end of the day, I don't really want to be selling in the winter anyway. I had a bad experience with costs and everything else last year. I want to learn from mistakes last year and then move forward. That's basically what I want to do this year. Plus, like I said, I've got some projects coming up. Hopefully. Obviously it's subject to finances and it's subject to fiberglass companies. So I've got potentially a company called Trident Pond. You've heard me dealing with them before. Young gentleman called Luke, top geezer, really, really good. And I'll give him a suggestion. Simple reason is I've got 2 metre round vats down the bottom. They take up too much space. That's one of the biggest issues I've got. Area looks tidy, it looks alright, but it just takes up too much space. Instead of having, so bearing in mind you've got 2 round 2 metre vats, plus the gaps in between, so give or take it's 5 metres by 2 metres. A lot of space not being utilised. So what I want to do realistically is have 2.1 metre wide 3 vats or 4 vats, possibly 3, I would say 3, that would be 1.5 metres. So 3 vats instead of 2, which would be 1.5 or 2 metre by 1.2 metre deep, so approximately 2,200 litres, give or take a little bit. So that way I can have 3 vats instead of 2 vats. Now, the 2 vats I've got at the moment, again, they're fit for purpose, they do the job, but I'll be putting these up for sale. These will be up for sale around the back end of October. So if anybody's interested in 2 metre round vats, the ones that I've got down the bottom, hit me up on the comments below or send me an email, westcroftkoi.com, and then that way I can get those out. Luke can come in and he can measure up and do whatever he needs to do. The other alternative is for me to have a 5 metre by 2 metre by 1.2 metre vat tank made, and then have that separated into 3 or 4 and do it that way as well. That's another option. The only downside to that, you're probably looking at 6,000 litres. So 6,000 litres potentially that I may have to treat. That's a lot of water, that's a lot of treatments, and I would try to keep everything between minimum and maximums. And obviously I would try and keep everything standardised as well. So what I want to try and do down there as well, I'll commission him to make me we'll call them sales vats, it's probably the easiest way to do it. Commission him to do me the sales vats. They'll have built-in vacuum showers on top of them. Still use the Nexus. Okay, I'm still watching the TV screen. Still keep the Nexuses down there, still run them off the systems down there. I'm not that keen, I'll be honest, I'm not that keen on drum filters and stuff like that. Plus I like to do filter cleans myself. So I'm going to look at doing that kind of thing as well, further down the line. What else is coming up? Oh yeah, there's an open day here on the 22nd of September. Originally it was going to be on the 7th, and we've changed it for the simple reason is Mid-Staffs Club have got a show at the Hollybush on the 7th and 8th of September, and to be honest I want to go down there and going to give them some support and some love. Obviously Colleen and Paul left me a message saying it clashes, and to be fair, I'm that far behind on things at the moment, and I'm constantly playing catch up. And again, this is probably down to the confidence side in me as well, because obviously trying to do shows and stuff like that, then I've got to have the confidence in doing the shows, and then having an open days here, I've got to have the confidence in doing them as well. It's not as simple as it sounds. So what we're going to do is we're going to have an open day here on the 22nd of September. I've got Mid-Staffs Club coming up to do a visit. I've also got Birmingham and West Midlands Koi Society, and they are coming up to do a pond visit as well. So I might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone, call it an open day. So anybody's invited to come. Obviously parking isn't the world's best, as we all know. However, the other side of the road there's plenty of parking on the other side of the road, and you can in theory go into the side street. Just don't block anybody's drives up, that's all I'm asking. We'll probably do a bit of a Japanese auction as well. I'm not sure, because I think Dave is still away on holiday, so I'm gonna have to find out, because I like how he does his bit of his dances with the Japanese auctions. So we've got a few fish that we'll put up for auction as well, so that'll be really good. And then in October we've got the Birmingham West Midlands Koi Society show. We've got a wet and dry goods store there, so we're going to be, that'll be our first ever event, which obviously I want to be able to support them guys. There I'll probably take about 60 tamasabas. Also, I'll take a enormous amount of, I'll say 60. It could be 30, it could be 20, it could be 100. I don't know. I want to gauge it on the Saturday. I want to gauge what I'm going to take, and how I'm going to take it, because you'll have Danny's Koi and Aquatics. You'll have Perfect Aquatics there. Supreme Koi is going to be there, and obviously myself, Westcroft Koi. So there'll be plenty to go at. Hopefully we'll all work in conjunction with each other, because I'm trying to be an advocate now of brothers together united as one. Try to be an advocate of it. Some people agree, some people won't. That's their choice. That's entirely up to them. For us as koi dealers, we should, where we can, look after each other where we can, if that makes sense. And like I've already said before, there's going to be times where I've just got nothing, and there's a perfect example. So we had a customer come down last week looking for sand for the aquarium. So basically I just said, go up and see Phil at Hollybush, tell him Mad Dog sent you down there. And that's exactly what he did, and he went up there, and fair play. Phil again, there was a Hollybush, they had customers that went up there, they were after something specific, and they turned around and said, have you been down to Westcroft Koi? Bearing in mind, I'm less than a mile and a half from Hollybush anyway. And they come down, the customers turned around and said, yeah, Phil from Hollybush has sent us down, interested in some fish, and they come and bought some fish, and that's how it should be. So obviously I want to be able to do the same with, there are businesses out there far higher, far busier than I am, but bearing in mind, that's their bread and butter, that's their livelihood, that's what feeds and pays the mortgage, and pays all the bills. I'm quite privileged because at the moment I haven't got to worry about that kind of thing, because I'm still at work, obviously, at Land Rover. So and that's where I want to stay for a while as well, to be honest. Yeah, it's a job I love, it's a job I enjoy. It's one of them, innit? So yeah, I will be looking at retiring at some stage. People like David's turning around and said I should have retired a long time ago, taking a piss out of me. I'll tell you what, absolutely brilliant. And that's what it should be about. It should be about, the Black Country boys, we're just mad. It's as simple as that. We will be supporting 5 Towns Koi. So we'll be going up to 5 Towns Koi on the 31st of August. They've got an open event up there, so go on to 5 Towns Koi's website, give them some love, tell them Mad Dog sent you up there, and then me and the Black Country boys will be at 5 Towns Koi on that date. We'll probably be up there on the Saturday. I know they've got free food, which is a bonus to anybody. They're doing raffles and stuff like that as well. If you go over to Scrag68's website, Scrag68's YouTube channel and Telford Koi Ponds channel, you'll see that they're advertising it quite heavily. So I'd encourage you. It'll be a good day out. Phil's a cracking geezer. As you know, I'm in on numerous conversations now. You've heard me mention 5 Towns Koi, so we'll be supporting them. So yeah, so going back, so on the September the 22nd we'll have an open day here, and then 2 weeks after we've got the Birmingham and West Midlands Koi Society show. End of October then, what I'll probably do is I'll do I don't know whether you want to call it an open day or whatever it is. I'm going to do a sell-off. So everything that I've got here that I'm not going to grow on through the winter, people are welcome to come down and say, have a shot for that, and I'll do a deal. I'm not going to do much stuff on the websites. It's the trouble with websites is you put something on there, you put some information on there, and quite rightly you're being held to it, which is quite right. Look, I'll give you an example. I had a customer come down last Monday. Tracy was here. I was at the hospital. Tracy phoned me and says, "Guy, he wants some fish out of pond 5. He wants a two, but he wants 2 for £100." Well, we'd already measured. We'd already moved fish round from a set of stickers off, as you do, and because he'd already been here previously, I've had to order it. Simple as that. So I did 2 for £100. But now what I've done now is changed all the VATs, because obviously we've had the bigger fish now that have moved down to the bottom. The £55 fish, or the 2 for £100. We've moved over to another VAT now and then put a sign on there, so it makes it easier. And just doing it that way. We've got, I keep jumping about this because I can't edit stuff, so I keep jumping everything around. We've got fish in the garage currently, they're in quarantine. Nice asagas in there, some nice Ginrin asagas as well. Snow asaga, Hoitsuru, Kitsuru, Shiro Itsuru, what's something else in there as well, something else. Goshkas in there. They'll come out of quarantine end of August. I'll put those up for sale around the £35 mark. And then obviously we'll just open them up, get them out, £35. There'll be £35 on the day of the opening, which will be probably the last weekend in August. No, it won't. It won't be. It'll be around that time anyway. So we can do that. Get them out, sell them at £35 each. They'll only be at £35 for probably the first 7 to 10 days, and obviously after that, the bigger they get, and obviously the price goes up. Simple as that. The fish that are coming in the next 2 or 3 hours from Koi Wholesale, like I said, they'll go into pond 3. I haven't worked out what I'm going to be doing those yet. Obviously they're going to be in quarantine here anyway. Again, they'll be for approximately 4 weeks. Even though the stuff's pucker, it's what I do. It's peace of mind for me. It is peace of mind for me. Perfect example is the quarantine from up the top. The Amasako Shiro series. I was told they didn't need to be quarantined, and obviously as a result of that, well, not that they didn't need to be quarantined, but I just do it as standard. And at the 12, we've lost 4, which is the nature of the beast. So I'm not gonna dwell on it too much, but that's why I like to do the quarantine, and I've already explained previously about the reasons behind that. I'm going to leave this video with this for the time being, for the simple reason is I'm going to be waiting for the delivery from DX, which should be within the next hour or so, and then I'll show you those floating in pond 3, hopefully. So squirrels are about now as well, so catch you later. Okay, so this first batch of fish have come in from Koi Wholesale, so I'll show you those now. There you go. So I'm going to get these prepped up, get them bowled up, and then we'll have a look at them in a bit. And we also lift the syringe. then gently tipping into the So that's the first batch. Some Asagi's in there, Perachima, Kahaku, very nice bowl, very nice bowl. Looks like some seami's going to be coming through on that one. Across the top. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So another nice little bowl. That's a cracking bowl, that is. These are all between 13 and 16 cm. And these are going to go into pond 3. And these are going to be heated at about 25 degrees. And they'll be fed about 6 times a day. So, enjoy. Again, another lovely batch. Perachima, Sancho, there's quite a few Sanchos in here. Again, very nice bowl. Very nice bowl. That's switched off on its own and decided to look. So yeah, ammonia 0, nitrite 0.25, salt 0.5, pH 7.5, temperature 23. So not in a bad place at all, to be fair. So what I'm going to do now is, because obviously this video has now been over the course of 2 or 3 days, we're going to Newark on Sunday. So we'll take some business cards down, a few other bits and pieces. So if you see me down there, coming at me up. Also, I'd like to thank all the new subscribers, and I'd also like to thank the current subscribers that are staying with me on this journey. This journey, as you know, changes all the time. It never seems to be anything stable, does it at all? But I'm going to take the opportunity now to leave this video with this. Be safe, be nice to each other. I'll see you soon.